So today I wanted to talk about life insurance sales. There is a new little project I'm going to demo and I wanted to share it with you. So here's what I'm trying. So life insurance is a tough sale. Okay. Nobody is going to buy from you unless you ask them, right? I've been doing this for a while. Very few people come to me asking for life insurance. For one reason or another, it's just something that I have to actively seek. Okay. The good agents who are writing a lot of life insurance are asking everybody for their life insurance. Like, you want to know the secret to selling life insurance? That's it. You live and breathe it. Not even that. You don't even have to live and breathe it. You just have to make it a formal part of your process. Okay. So you and your team ask everybody that you talk to about life insurance. In its simplest terms, that's how you sell life insurance. Then you have to learn how to curate that conversation, how to set the appointment, how to position yourself, how to set the face amount, how to make the sale. Okay. Then you got to go through the process. You have to do the application, and then you have to monitor the application as it goes through and monitor the payment. So, there's a lot going on here, right? But that's how you do it. Those are the things you have to do to write a lot of life insurance. The most life we ever wrote in a year, and this was just me, this is before I had any staff, I wrote 67 life policies. I shouldn't pay 67 life policies by myself 1 year. Okay. We haven't been writing as much lately because I haven't been asking. I'll be honest with you. Okay. We are going to pivot and we're going to make some changes. So I came up with something that I'm going to try, and I did one quick trial run and it went well. So I'm going to try and duplicate it. Okay. So I have a lot of relationships in town now with people that I know, business owners, people. So I'm going to seek out the employers that I know and that I have a good relationship with. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them to help me get in front of their teams. Okay. And I'm going to do it a little passively at first. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, actually, here's what I did. All right. I've already done this once and it went well, so I'll share it with you. Wow. Okay. So I have a good friend. His name is Mark. He owns a restoration company in town. Okay. And we send him business. We support his business because we send him restoration jobs. I've known Mark for a few years now. I've had him on my podcast, my other podcast. It's called None of My Business, where I interview local business owners. And I've known him for probably 4 years now. Okay. He and I have a warm relationship. I can text him with questions. He'll return my calls. Like, we're buddies. Okay. So what I did was I want to get in front of his team. I don't know how many employees he even has, really. He's got, let's say 12 to 15 employees working for him. Okay. So how do I get in front of all of them? So I sent Mark a message. I said, Mark, and I did a voice memo. He's busy, so I just did it on my phone. I hit record. I was like, what's up, Mark? I was wondering if you would do me a favor. I said, we're focusing more on life insurance. We really love writing life insurance. It's an important product. I know he has his, because I've already asked him. I said, would you be willing to do this for me? If I wrote an email for you in your voice, would you forward it on to your team? Asking essentially your team that if anybody has questions or needs when it comes to life insurance, to contact me. And I said, it would say something like this. It would say, so this is an email from Mark to his team. Like, hey guys, good morning. I just wanted to reach out to you real quick and see if we can, I want to introduce you to Matt. Okay. Matt Dietz is a local business owner. He owns an insurance company in town and he has supported us. He actively sends us business and has helped us grow our business. I'm looking to see if there's anything we can do to reciprocate and maybe give something back to Matt. Okay. Matt is someone I've known for years. I trust him. He runs one of the best agencies in town. And so he asked me to reach out to you and see if there was anything that, if any of you need life insurance. Okay. If you do, please contact Matt. Here's his phone number and email. You can text him on that number. This is an important product. And if anything had happened to you, I would want to make sure as your boss and employer, that your family was taken care of. And this is how you do that. And so I sent him that voice. I said, hey, Mark, what do you think of that? Would you be willing to do that for me? And he replied immediately. He said, Matt, happy to do that. I'd love to do that for you. And then Mark's pretty cool. He was like, you know what? He's like, if you can craft it a little bit more specifically towards my guys, he's like, 25% of my guys probably have, college level educations. He's like, we employ more blue collar people. He goes, and I think that population of people, it's been my experience that those folks maybe think that life insurance isn't for them, or it might be too expensive. It's not a product that they think of. If there's anything that you can add in there that says something like, Matt's got products that are for anybody. This is a product that is for everybody. And so he said, if you can word it in a way that's maybe speaking more to them on their level, he's like, that would be great. I'd be happy to forward it on to him. And I was like, oh man, that is awesome. So anyway, I crafted an email. I sent it to him. I sent him a basic rate sheet because most people estimate the cost of life insurance, right? So I just did here's how much $250,000 of life insurance will cost you if you're 25, if you're 35, if you're 45, if you're 55. So I worked up something really easy. I used Canva, and I put on some basic rates just to let them know that they could get a plan for $18 a month, $25 a month, $35 a month, or something like that. So they could see the numbers. And so I sent him the email and the PDF, and he's going to forward that on to his team. So I'm going to do that with more employers that I have good relationships with. I'm going to reach out to them personally, and I'm going to say, would you be willing to do this for me? And see if I have some employers that employ hundreds of people. Okay. I have some relationships and people with town that they employ 25 people. Some of them employ, 400, 300. I generally protect my companies. I do not ask them, for much. I have people that come to me sometimes trying to get to them, and they're like, hey, do you know the owner of this? Can I get in front of them? I'm generally pretty protective. I'm like, you know what? They get asked every day for something. And so I'm protective of them. Excuse me. I haven't gone after them in this way and ever. So I'm excited. I think this is something that I'll get some response to and get some opportunities and try and drum up some more life insurance. So I would encourage you to reach out to your employers, because there's a pool of people there that they employ. And it doesn't have to be life insurance. I mean, you can go in and say, I'll buy you guys lunch. And anybody that wants a quote on home and auto, I'll have sheets and I'll just hang out for a half an hour and see if there's anything to do. This is a good way to get in front of your people, to create some added value, see if you can save, your employees some money. If you've got good relationships with them, let's utilize those. Okay. So there you go. My name is Matt. This is Agency Launch. You can find me all over the place. I'm on LinkedIn. I am on Twitter and Instagram at Dietz Agency. And don't forget, Agency Launch is my master program that will teach you how to run an agency. And I've got many, many more tips on sales, like the one I just talked about today. And we talk about marketing. We talk about staffing, talk about retention, all the stuff that you really need to know to run a high-performing agency. So go to agencylaunch.net, check it out, and we'll go from there. All right. Thanks, you guys. Keep up the good work.